All right, what's up, guys? We are past the pop culture. My name's Ricky, and I'm with my co-host Van here.
Hola.
So today we're gonna be talking about Paradox Con, and then finally Victoria 3 confirmed. I'm so hyped for that. We're gonna be talking about a little bit of anime, kind of like what we've been watching so far this season. Kind of do like a mid-season roundup. It seems
And
like.
how we were so wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. With
Well, I guess not really, but
no, just the one, I guess. But and then we're gonna also just be kind of going over Biomutant, kind of our first impressions. That one we haven't played too much of yet, but we just kind of want to give our thoughts just from like the first kind of like, I guess like first place. Like I played like we played like a few like
maybe
an hour
like
or two.
2-3 hours. That's
Yeah, so like we haven't played too much, so we will probably do a more in-depth review on it later on. But yeah, we're going to, dude, you should probably move in towards. You're kind of sticking out from the.
Am I really?
Yeah. There we go. All right.
New setup. Sorry.
Yeah, so we're trying something else, a little different. But all right, I mean, I guess what do you want to jump into first?
Let's start with your Victoria 3 because you're very excited about that.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know how many people. It's a very niche grand strategy
To
thing.
the 3 people out there.
Yeah, to the 3 people. Hopefully, one of you guys. No. So I mean, I watched Paradox Con. I'm kind of excited to see what they have. Like for Hearts of Iron, they're revamping like a bunch of stuff. Like the tank designers. I'm not too into Hearts of Iron 4.
They're changing that one too.
But yeah, they're adding another DLC for like the Eastern Front, and I know they're doing. I read the dev vlogs, and so those are always kind of interesting because they're like, oh, we're going to talk about redesigning tanks, how hard and soft attack, and like there's all these things that they're kind of looking into, like division width and how like fighting is gonna.
That one seems like the more complicated out of all the Paradox games. Or is that just because I haven't really? The
combat is more in depth.
Okay. But
it's like, I don't know how to word it. Like, its main strength is the combat because it's just World War II. You just want to see some tanks and like just it's a more of a map painter.
Okay,
and then like kind of like strategy, and then the other ones are more like, especially like Victoria, it's more developing your nation and leading it into like a new age kind of thing. And then you have like Europa Universalis, where it's kind of more like about colonization and like reaching the new world and like the Renaissance and like new ideas that are coming around and revolution. And then what's the other one? Stellaris. I actually picked up Stellaris recently because they had it for free, and then so I played it, but I didn't buy it, but I tried it because I tried it before. It didn't catch my attention too much the first time, but then I kind of like, you know what, it's free, give it another go. I actually kind of like it. I don't know if I'll buy it though, because I'm like, I've given Paradox so much of my money, dude. Cause
wait. So if you got it for free, it's only for like a certain amount of time, or?
Well, yeah, they have like a free weekend. So like, and then it was on sale, but I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to buy another $100 worth of DLC. So I'm like, yeah, dude, it's pretty bad, the DLC thing. Like, cause then they had for EU4, they had Leviathan, I think, come out. Yeah, I think it was Leviathan, the newest DLC that they had. And so you pay like 20 something bucks for them.
Okay.
I usually wait for a sale. I only paid for one DLC full price. But I was like, you know what, this ain't it. And then so, because all the DLCs are like, I think it's like $300, dude.
$300? Oh my!
For all DLC, and then it's like 100 something
for one game.
Yeah.
Oh my!
So not my proudest, dude. I'm addicted to those things though.
Well, I mean,
like,
if it's your like,
I have
your
hundreds
genre,
of hours, bro. I have hundreds of hours in all of them combined.
Dang.
Like it's, dude. Like, you don't get it, man. It's like, take my money. It's like, but yeah, with this last DLC, they kind of dropped the ball because they broke the game with all the, like, because you could loot capitals and, like, get province development into your capital. So then people were, like, hyper stacking, like, their dev. And then it would get, like, 999 development. And they'd be, like, super cities. And then, like, it would just, it was, like, and then they just broke everything. And then, like, just... It's not good. I didn't buy that one yet because I was like, oh, I heard like it just breaks your game. Like you can't even go past like a certain date.
$320.
Yeah, I draw the line at 320, right? Yeah, no, but and so people were kind of like upset with Paradox, and so I think they're like, we need a win, boys. We need a win. They're like, announce Victoria 3, my boys. And then so they're like, when they announced it, I was like, no, they're joking. Like, they're joking. They're doing it for the meme. They're doing it for the meme.
Imagine.
I felt like they were. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to watch the announcement trailer.
Mm.
And I was like, okay. Like, I was waiting to get trolled. I really was. And then, so I was watching it, and I'm like, oh, there's no joke, like no punchline.
No psych, like, no JK.
I'm like, okay, well, let me check the comments, and everyone's like, holy crap, it's real. And then like, cause like it's been so many years. I mean, I think that came out like, I mean, don't quote me, like 2008, 2010.
Victoria 2?
Victoria 2.
Holy. Okay, I didn't know.
The game's
it was that
like
old.
One of its old. It's like one of the older ones, dude. Like, so it's old. It's like it has some dated stuff. Like but it's probably my favorite. Like,
interesting.
And I don't know. It's just like because it has like a whole like economy and everything. Because I think when it comes to like the complexity and depth and somewhat like simple to understand mechanics, I think it mixes the best. Okay. Like it's not too much. Like, to understand the economy, no one does. Like, everyone tries. Like, even the programmers themselves that made it, they're like, no, we don't really know.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Because I think some of the original people left who coded some stuff, or because they needed to get the game out, they just kind of made like unoptimal unoptimal code, and yeah, so like it made it very hard to read. And then so when they went back, they're like, what the heck?
Interesting. And
then so so there's like a whole thing with like Victoria that I can talk about, but yeah, I'm just excited that it finally got announced. I literally even, dude, like where it's like sign up for like the email thing
or whatever.
Yeah, the newsletter, because I was like, email I was like, email me that. I need it. Okay. And I'm like, oh, like it was like that was pretty much the only thing I really watched from ParadoxCon that I was like, yes, I need I want to like actually see. Like, I saw some of the panels they're talking about a little bit, and so it seems like they're really like it seems like the people working on it seem pretty passionate about it, you know, like hopefully, like because they're hopefully, because they work, some of them worked on the older games, and so the only thing I am worried about it is they said they're gonna kind of simplify it to make it a little bit more broader appeal, but I already feel like, well, out of all the other ones, it's not that complicated. But I think because it doesn't really get updates. Like
I guess I
like
can see
EU4 has like 20 DLCs, dude. So it's like they have a lot of DLCs. So it just adds on top. And then so Victoria 2, I feel like is like, because I remember it was complicated picking it up, but for the most part, it's just taxes on max. You know, and like, you know, don't tax the rich, because, you know, you got to get them to pay for the buildings, and then you just got to like build stuff. Sure, and
I mean, like a casual player, like, okay, for me, since I don't really play it.
Yeah.
Like, what is the chances of a casual like getting into the game and then liking it?
No, we don't want no casuals. No, I'm just kidding.
Exactly.
but I was kind of weird, like, ooh, what for the transition from CK2 to CK3. While I do think like they did leave out some stuff, I hope that there wasn't too much of a dumbing down. I think when they said like simplifying, I think they made things more like easier to understand and navigate.
Oh, better tutorials.
Yeah, like you can navigate through it better and like understand and get, because like you would have to watch half an hour to an hour tutorials, like just to understand.
I remember you sending me like combat. A bunch of like hour-long videos. I'm like, I don't want to watch these.
I'm like, I enjoy them though. Like it's just like that nerd part of my brain, and then like it's just. Yes, I'm very single. That's why. I was like, yes, exactly. I'm like,
you got
I don't know how many
to watch a tutorial.
Yeah, I was like, I watched an hour tutorial to go play a game for 100 hours. You know, I was like,
that one got good. Okay.
But yeah, it's like, I think I don't know. I like those grand strategy games, like, because you played Civ, we played Civ, and then we got one of our cousins to play Civ with us, and my brother.
That one's like way easy though.
That one is less complicated. And then compared to like the grand strategy games of Paradox, because I like Civ, but when I found that Paradox stuff, I'm like, oh, you know, it's like, oh man, this is my real like nerdgasm kind of.
So you played Civ before you got into all the Paradox games?
Because I always liked strategy as a kid, but okay, so there's like this weird, obscure like Flash game. I can't remember what it's called.
Okay.
But basically, it was kind of like a Civ knockoff where I think it was like on Addicting Games or one of those like, you know, like
sketchy websites.
Yeah, sketchy websites. And so basically you would be building like your empire. So like you'd be building like mines and stuff like that. And then you would be like, okay, build like war elephants and stuff and horses, like horsemen. And then you got like your foot soldiers. And then it would be like on a 2D screen, and then they'd like fight each other. Like they would just bump into each other, like and I was like, oh, this is really fun. And then I just never really, and then I played other like Flash strategy games, but I never really got like, you know, as a kid, like this was what, like 2005.
Yeah, 2005.
So like there was like Civilization, but my PC, you know, it's just like a home computer. So it's like, you know, it's not more powerful than a toaster. You know what I mean? So it's like. It was really cool that like I was already into strategy, but then I never like delved into it until like Civ had like a free weekend, and then I was like, you know what, this looks pretty cool because I saw like the little like all the history dudes are gonna knock me for this one, but I can't remember. But he's holding like the Earth like on the Civ.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like I know it's like a famous thing or whatever, but like I can't remember.
We just lost one follower.
Yeah. So. But yeah, and I saw that, I'm like, oh, that looks kind of interesting. And then I saw the gameplay, I'm like, oh, that kind of piques my interest. And I'm like, oh, this is worse than drugs, man, because I got addicted, dude. Like I was playing that, like that's my thing, dude. Okay. And then so I just like really explored like the strategy genre, and then from then like
you just played.
I'm like, dude, yeah. I'm like, I need my fix. I need my fix.
Oh my goodness.
One more DLC, that's it. One more DLC,
so that's like the equivalent of me loving WoW, then, right?
Yeah, dude. Okay. Like
it was either WoW or drugs.
Yeah, and
Grand Strategy or drugs.
Yeah, so I chose Grand Strategy because I was like, man, that the Paradox games have taken all my money. Like, I literally, it's so bad, dude. I'm like, it's a whole like,
you said $300 for one game.
It's a whole meme, dude. Like, cause like they just force us, like, cause it's like they put like a couple cool mechanics in where it's like. You feel like you're missing out. Yeah.
Interesting. And why do you think they do that? Like, why can't they just upgrade their games?
I don't like their DLC. How they work with that. I hope that's something. I'm not sure. If they touched on it during their little convention. But it's because now they have like a subscription service where it's like, oh, you get all the DLCs for like $4.99 a month.
Oh, it's like a battle pass or something.
But the problem is like after 2 months, you have if you can just buy one of the DLCs on sale, and then so it's just like, well,
interesting.
And then like you can cancel at any time, so it's like it's like $4 or $3.99. Like it's like like
that seems kind of stupid.
Yeah, like so I'd rather have them like some of the older DLCs they heavily discount or just give basically for free.
Interesting.
I wish they would do that, but they don't. And whenever they add, because I understand they run a business, it's a very niche market. You gotta like squeeze as much money out of everybody. Because
do you think it's really like a small community, or are you just assuming?
I mean, like it's strategy genre is niche within itself. Grand strategy, map painter kind of stuff is a smaller niche.
Okay.
That I mean, there's still millions of people that probably play these kind of games, but something as like widely regarded and liked as like Call of Duty and Battlefield, like
people,
you
can't compare though.
People, like they have huge pools of people that potential buyers. It's a first person shooter. You got every 10-year-old like has the game. Like it's
and they're better than us.
Yeah, like so. And then so it's like, so you're not gonna convince, like it's predominantly like people in my age range,
single.
Yeah, single, and and like there's a lot of like it's more for like the nerdy people. I feel like these kind of games like are kind of like, I mean there's a lot of memes in it and everything. Like I like the community for the most part. I do know that they were like getting some heat because people were trashing Paradox because of Leviathan. They're like, oh, it's all toxic and blah blah blah. But people were really upset because it's like, look, we paid $300 for all your games and the DLC and stuff like that for this one game, and like you put out this DLC, you didn't test it, you didn't like. There was a good amount of complaints, and they're just like, oh well, you guys are toxic. And it's like, well, I understand there's probably some
unnecessary.
The
company.
Yeah, like some like company person was like tweeting it out or something like that, or there was like complaining like the fan base is a little toxic, so that some of the forum members were like, oh no, we don't want to interact on the devlogs and all that because people are complaining. And so because you have like there's like different dev teams, like because I think they're based in Sweden. Yeah, they're based in Sweden. And then so like, but they have like, I think they have like a couple other studios like spread around. I think there's one in like Spain. I think they recently opened up, and that was in charge of the Leviathan DLC. And then so for EU4, and then that became a whole mess. And I think they just didn't give it enough time, because like this DLC was adding a lot of cool stuff, and they even gave some stuff for free if you owned a previous DLC, which I liked, and it seemed like it was gonna be pretty good. And then they just dropped the ball. I think they released it too early. I think some guy up top was just like, hey, we need to get this out now for like, I don't know, maybe some sort of earnings or something. I don't know.
Well, they're probably under pressure because Humankind's supposed to come out this year, right?
Yeah, but I feel like that's more of a Civ killer. Like they're trying to go for Civ more than Paradox. But yeah, because I think. Okay, I remember someone making like a joke. I forgot, like I was watching a video where like when they announced Victoria 3, like their company stock went up or something like that, because like that's how many people like were like, "Whoa,
they're alive."
Yeah, so it was like I think they're trying to push a lot of stuff out before the con came out, and so they can announce cool new stuff. And I haven't played their other games like Empire Sin or something like that. It's like a gangster one or something like that.
A gangster one?
Like a 1940s or 1920s like gangster, like old school stuff. Like I remember
that seems kind of interesting.
Like they put out, it's like I think it's like a XCOM kind of like thing. I don't know. I think it's that one. I think they do that one, but they announced some other stuff like DLCs and all that. I'm like, but the main thing for me was like Victoria 3's announced. That's all I care. That's all I gotta live for now. I don't even know when they like are gonna come out with it. I just need to know it existed.
Your spreadsheets are ready, right, Ricky?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. And then like, yeah, because I even went on the website, and then they're like, oh, kind of like some early, like they kind of showed like some early stuff, like kind of like how the UI might kind of look, and they're gonna keep the population system, which I'm so happy that they're keeping the pops and stuff like that. And they're like, oh no, we're gonna keep the core gameplay, but they're simplifying a few things, which I'm like, I don't know how much. Besides the economy, I do not know how much more they need to simplify too much. But I think they're gonna streamline it. I hope that's what they mean.
That means I more people play, right?
Yeah, and then if they got a lot of people to play, yeah, like that'll be really fun. Maybe. I mean, I'd play that for hours, dude. I don't know if I would stream that. I'd be sitting there going. I mean, I'm bad at these games, though. That's the thing. I would say I'm not the best, like strategic,
Well, I mean, you always tell me you're conquering the world, so I don't know.
I mean, yeah, but like I save scum or whatever, because I get pissed off.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, because stupid Russia always gets super overpowered.
In the game.
Yeah, in the game. And then like I'm playing like EU4, and I'm like, I was trying to build Rome. Okay, I was playing as like Milan, and then I was like, okay, finally made Italy, and then like I conquered most of the like Mediterranean, and then I was like, okay, and then Russia just comes in and just rams through me, man, and just like and then I'm just like in this like world war, like this continental war, I should say, like with like all these European nations, and like you got like, so there's like all these coalitions and stuff, and then so I usually save scum when that happens, because then I'm just like
dirty.
Yeah, but I play on Iron Man, and you can't do that.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, is there an Iron
when
Man
I play on Iron Man, but I'm usually very like slow and meticulous when I do that, because I hate losing an Iron Man run. So it's like that one, but I like Iron Man runs, because then it's like I have to really think, and I'm just like sometimes I'm like, I just kind of want to do my own kind of like, I don't know how to do it, like I'm just gonna, as France, just like conquer Ireland and do all this stuff or whatever, and then like I'm like, okay, and then I'm done. So it's like it's very sandboxy.
I can't believe you like this kind of game.
Yeah, I've been trying to get you into them, but
it's too hard for my small brain. That's pretty much what it comes down to.
Oh my goodness. But yeah. And then I don't remember what else they announced.
I mean, does anything else really matter besides really Victoria 3 for you?
Yeah, and then, they're changing some stuff up in Hearts of Iron that I'm kind of excited for. I got more into Hearts of Iron more recently, because I know there's like a whole meta, and like like it's like a more competitive play on that one.
Okay.
And so I'm like, oh, okay, so it seems pretty cool. But I haven't like I'm trash at that one. Like I don't really know what I'm doing.
I mean, they all look complicated, and my brain just stops, so I don't know.
I know. Whenever I show someone, I'm like, I play these games, and they're just like, that's a game.
Yeah.
Like what's going on here?
Especially when you showed Chris, he's like, huh? What is?
Yeah, I'm
that?
like, you don't get it, man. Like,
Ricky.
Yeah, but
he's outsmarting all of us through video games. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, but no release date.
No, I don't think they do a release date on that, but they did put up like dev vlog, like kind of like the mission, the dream, kind of like the vision. I think it was something like that. But
so how old's Victoria 2?
I think it came out like 2008.
Okay, and $300 later.
Well, Victoria doesn't have all those DLCs. It only had 2.
Oh.
It had like Heart of Darkness and then like a House Divided or something like that. Like they had 2 DLCs only.
Dang, and people still play it?
Yeah, well, because what happened was that it basically went from like a niche game that they put out that didn't really catch many people's attention, but because as like Paradox got more popular and then people other playing their other games, they're like, hey, what's Victoria? And then Victoria started getting memed a lot, like, oh, Victoria 3 confirmed and stuff like that. And then people are like, what's Victoria 3? And it's like, oh, it's just like more, it's like a more obscure kind of like game because it's not much about like conquering. It's more about like nation building, like
right.
Going through different events in history, and then especially like you have like mods that really like just up the ante on that, and it's fun, dude. I always enjoy it.
I don't know. The only easy one is to me is Civ 6, and even then I'm like, how to do this?
Yeah,
and I still lose. So I don't know.
Yeah, and then
but see, okay, so in terms of those games, I thought I would like them because I really enjoy like Command and Conquer and like
did you play XCOM?
Yeah, like those kind of games. But then for whatever reason, maybe
because they're based off board games,
right?
And
like Risk. Remember how we were talking about Risk? Like I love Risk, but then when it comes to like maybe because there is a lot of like systems and then like there's really like here's this and this and this. I think
the hard part is they're hard to get into. I'm someone who likes these kind of like tough learning curves because I get most of my enjoyment from a game understanding like the difficulty curve. I like it like when it's difficult, like not too difficult where it's just like
I think it's difficult more in terms of how much stuff you can do basically, right? Not like exactly.
Yeah, it's like trying to like because like in Victoria, each pop has a religion, an ethnicity, a political belief, and like where their social, economic, like where they are and that, and like their occupation, and so it's like each person is like real in a sense, where it's like they're accounted for, but it's like it's crazy, man.
It's like how do you not get anxiety playing that game?
There's sometimes where I'm like going like at a war, and then
but then you just save scum, and then it gets rid of your anxiety.
And it's like I always save it for the war. Well, because I always just like go crazy. I'm like, I'm gonna just do the dumbest strategy, just like run through these mountains and see if I live or something. But then I'm like, okay,
dang,
like, and then I'm like,
upset a lot of people, Ricky.
And then I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna relax now, and then like actually meticulously play it,
okay.
And then I'm like, okay.
Well, it's just kind of worrying that you always have to conquer the world in all these games.
No, I usually go for like a kind of like. Cause it bothers me like when things are like ahistorical sometimes when it's like. I'm like, no, you didn't own that. And like sometimes I'm just like,
no, history snob. No, I'm just kidding.
So it's like, no, I mean, I like ahistorical stuff. Like I like to do stuff where it's like reverse colonization, where it's like I'll play as a nation that would have gone like I'll play like Ethiopia and then like try to like I like to use some of the codes that they have to like change things. So then I'll give a bunch of like African nations a bunch of research points so that they become westernized sooner. Like and then so like they can actually fight off like the colonization and like do all I like doing all history stuff, but it's just like for the most part I'm just like okay. I'll just conquer what was historically conquered, like and then just go with that. I don't know, get some clean borders going here. But yeah, I mean I just enjoy it. It's stimulating enough where it's just like from like my brain to like enjoy like doing stuff, but it's usually not too stressful.
Yeah,
if I'm playing like against other people, I was playing with like our cousin Angel, and then like my brother, and then that was like they stressed me out when we were playing Europa.
Why?
When we were playing EU4, because I was playing as France, right? Because I was like, look, I'll play as France, and then, I think I forgot who was Portugal and who was Spain, but I think Angel was Portugal, and then my brother was Spain,
right?
And then so I'm like, listen, okay, follow your mission tree, right? Do the stuff, and I kind of told him what to do, like, okay, like
I think I vaguely remember this.
I'm like, okay, we're all being alliance together, so accept my alliance, and then like I'll help you guys grow, you help me, and then blah blah blah. And I'm like, look, I'm France, I can be the big blue blob pretty early, and then I can just protect you guys if you guys get into a bad war. He says, but you shouldn't be worrying about that, because you know you just really have to worry about conquering, like Spain, like just has to conquer Granada. And I was trying to explain. And they're like, what? And then,
like,
so we got into this war with like the whole entirety of like North Africa.
Oh, no.
And then like, they're just like, we were getting smacked. And I'm like, move your armies. How do I do that? You click on them. And then like, we're just going back and forth. And like,
I can imagine that conversation.
It's like Angel yelling, I have no idea how to play this game. I'm like, put a commander, put a general or something, dude. And then he's like, you have a good general. Put him on, and he's like, I don't even know how. Move that now. And then like you get stacked wipe, and then it's like, and then so I literally lost all my manpower. And then so when like, so the 100 Years' War came, right? And then so England, like I was like, oh no, I don't want to return the territory. And they're like, oh, we're gonna declare war, and I had no manpower, so like we just got wrecked on that.
Owned.
Yeah, like I think we barely won the North African War, and then when England declared on me, I'm like, guys, I need help, because I'm like, and then I was trying to
how
get,
do you help?
I was trying to get them to help, and so I was like, I was basically like 1v5ing North Africa because they were just standing there, and then I had to like then fight like England, and it was funny, but I was like, man, dude, like I wish I recorded that because it's just everyone screaming into the mic, I can't move the army, just press on him. And then right click where you need to go.
Everything's on fire.
Like, you know, it's just like left click this.
Oh,
and like,
my goodness.
And I'm like, how do I build up more forces? Why can't I? I'm like, you're out of manpower. What's manpower? And it's like, I'm like, okay, watch the tutorials. And then everyone just didn't. And I was like,
oh, yeah, they're an hour long, so.
Yeah. I mean, there's quick guides. I was trying to explain it, but I'm like, man. Like
you can't really explain when you're under stress from, trying not to lose.
Yeah, they're like storming Paris. And, you got the British over there and just like, all right, dude.
They're picking their noses.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
But yeah, they're fun. They're fun. There's fun in it. Like,
they are.
When we play Civ all together, like there's fun, and they're like I find them fun. I was like I want to do certain things like something I want to do is like we all play as like in Japan, and everyone's like has their own like.
Because I know you want to do like kind of like a role play kind of.
Yeah,
thing.
like because like one where I was like, okay, we all play as like a prince in England, and then we have to repel like Norway because like they invade, and like then like so I was like that's fun because a lot of people set up scenarios. I like to do scenarios, like set up scenarios for myself.
That would be, maybe we should.
So yeah, like I'd be down to stream something like that because that like that's fun, like where it's like, oh, we all play as like Vikings, and then we all just like raid and pillage Europe, and then like there's this like there's a whole bunch of things you can do. It's very sandboxy, so like I'd recommend anyone to play it if you're into strategy like that, but there is a big time sink that goes into it to just learn the basics.
Yeah, you got
so
that. So
it always helps to have someone who knows how to play so that you can kind of carry. And I had to carry when I was playing, man. I'm telling you. But it was fun. It was like, okay.
It's just one of those games that if you like it, you're gonna like it. But if you don't, then don't.
Yeah, because I was like, look, I'm not playing this competitively against you guys. Like, yeah, I can declare war on you guys and 1v, like, it's like I can 1v2 you guys.
Teach them a lesson. Keep them humble.
Yeah.
Remind them who's the true professional here.
But yeah, and then I guess kind of just move on to some anime stuff, like because now it's like summer for me. I'm kind of done with like this semester of college, so I'm like,
Ricky finished.
I'm like,
she's
woo!
alive.
I can finally go and play like a lot of Smash Bros. And
you can sleep in. Make your video games.
Yeah, I've been playing so much Smash Bros, dude.
I feel somebody else, Jason. Because we had my sister's baby shower.
Yeah.
Jason says he plays Smash a lot too, which was very interesting.
Yeah.
And he like spat on you basically because you played NES.
Yeah. Well, I play NES.
Oh no, Donkey Kong.
Right? And then I think I'm gonna main Joker though, because I like Persona.
Isn't he? Oh, he's always been. I thought he was overpowered. Joker, yeah.
Oh yeah. Some people say like he's probably the best in the game, but then it's like he is S tier though when it comes to that. But
maybe I should start learning Smash.
Yeah, I need to, because I just play Donkey Kong to troll. That's all I do. I just, and then just like, slam everyone into the ground and just like get a good kick out of it. Or my favorite is like walking off stage and
you did.
And then just, like,
just throw 'em.
Yeah.
Well, same thing with Bowser, right? I don't know.
Oh yeah,
But
Jacob plays a mean Bowser. He just grabs us. And
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I died, but I got him.
Yeah, he'll
that's
get
true.
like 3 kills doing that because he takes each and every one of us out.
It's
But
just
yeah.
one less person to go against. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, a little sidetrack, but no, yeah, I've been like, so I want to hopefully kind of maybe, yeah, I think I don't know how we would stream the
It'll be interesting, but I could probably figure it
Smash
out
Bros.
on twitch.tv/
Oh
Pop
yeah,
Culture.
so yeah, we are trying to stream soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I don't know. I think hopefully we'll kind of stream Biomutant or something here and there. We kind of have to, because I know we've mentioned it before, the whole streaming thing, but yeah, because I would like to do like
Smash Night, Saturday
Yeah.
Smash,
Saturday Smashdown.
Yeah. Weekend Smash.
Yeah, so like
Dang.
yeah, hopefully like we'll start kind of like streaming games and then giving our thoughts on that. I know it's something like it's still a work in progress. Like it's something we're trying to do, and then hopefully
They can't really
we're
see it, but
doing
we're
that.
just on a basic plastic.
Yeah, like we're literally just on a fold up
We're
table.
as ghetto as you can get.
All the money went to the waifus.
Yeah.
And then
No regrets, thank you.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, okay. In terms of anime,
But yeah, I get back to anime. Yeah. Okay, so I just been pretty much. I haven't been watching too much anime because I've been more leaning into video games.
Yeah, same. But in terms of the ones we've talked about before, like the simulcast,
Yeah,
we
went over
dropped
this
pretty
one.
much. I mean, personally for me, I dropped all of them except for To You Eternity, Miss Nagatoro, and then the Osamaki. The childhood,
where the childhood friend wins or
that
something
one.
like that.
That's
Yeah,
the only ones I'm watching. I have no interest.
yeah.
in
I'm
rest.
watching that, and then I don't know.
Oh, My Hero, obviously.
Oh yeah, My Hero. I haven't seen this week's episode.
Oh.
But
because yeah.
Is it picking up? Because I kind of want to wait like a few episodes because it's been slow, dude.
So,
it's been slow.
So again, at the baby shower, Chris said that this last week's episode was really, really, really good. So I was like, all right, because I know it is slow, but this one, like the progression of a certain character, oh man, it may be like, okay, it's very interesting. And then of course the preview for next week is Team 5 is up. So, but I'm not gonna spoil it, but. It's picking up already finally.
That's good. Yeah, because I was kind of like, I don't know.
I guess you can wait till Saturday so you can watch the 2 episodes.
Yeah, because I was like so hyped for My Hero, and then I was like, oh,
it sucks.
okay.
I mean,
No, it kind of it's a little slow. It's a slow start. I just wish like. I don't know. They just spend so much time on the same thing. I feel like it's like
I don't know why they're dragging it. I feel like they're dragging it for a certain reason. Like maybe they're behind or I don't know. But
I don't know. But yeah, that's a whole. I don't even know.
It's making me angry.
But
they should not recap every single episode. It's like we literally just saw this.
Yeah, I think the problem is like we recap.
It is crap. Yes.
Yeah. And then it's like, and then you got the intro, and then you're already like 6 minutes in, and then you get like 15 minutes of animation.
And then the end credit song, and it's like, all right, well, that was good, solid 10 minutes of actual
that was a good 10-minute YouTube video, you know? Yeah.
I was like, thanks. We could cut out everything.
Yeah, I think that's my problem. But To Your Eternity, how's that one? Because I kind of just, I don't know, like, it was interesting, but it seems so depressing. I'm like, I don't really want to watch that much of a depressing show.
It's from where, because I'm on like 4 or 5, it's not that depressing. I think the first 2 were kind of depressing because they had to set up everything, but from what I'm getting from where it's going, it's very interesting. I wasn't really expecting, I'm trying to say it without any spoilers, what's going on. Because, like, I know it's like a life orb or whatever. And, like, he said that the whole purpose of it is just to learn
about life.
Like, life, humanity, and all that. And now they're introducing, like, a bunch of characters. Like, that little girl's really annoying. Like, there's the episode's literally called Rambunctious Girl. And, of course, I'm dumb. So I was like, what the heck does that mean? And then Mercedes like, oh, it's loud. And after watching the whole episode, I was like, she needs to die. Of course she doesn't, but yeah, it's good. It's definitely, I have no idea what the heck they're going to do with it because they're not really.
Is it kind of like story driven or kind of like, because I watched like the first 2 episodes,
yeah, it's definitely story.
It didn't, because like it piqued my interest, like, oh, this may be good, but I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, it's an emotional journey, man. I don't know if I'm ready for that.
Actually, yeah, it is. It's definitely not like, ha ha ha. It's like, oh, that's kind of sad. Not yet, thankfully, but it is definitely a darker tone because, like, of course, the first episode they previewed, like the little girl and she's getting sacrificed. Like,
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
was like, wait, hold up.
it's a preview on the first
Yeah,
episode,
yeah.
but the world is very dark, which
Mhm.
is very interesting. And then the life form thing, alien, whatever, is just trying to, I don't know, maybe become more human. I don't know, but
Mhm.
maybe wait till it's over, because it's one of those.
Watch it all in one go.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
because we saw 4 or 5. The only reason I stopped is because I had to go to work. So,
Oh, okay.
but you might like it if you want to be a little sad.
Yeah, I don't want to be a sad boy right now.
But
Summertime, baby.
Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, you can balance it out with Miss Nagatoro. That one's
Yeah.
pretty.
We'll
We had
have
a beach
hot
episode.
otaku summer.
Yeah. That sounds weird, but no. Are you caught up in Nagatoro?
I didn't watch the episode that came out Saturday.
So you didn't watch the beach episode?
No, oh no. Okay, then I did watch it. I thought there was. Wait, when does it come out? Saturday?
Saturday? I think it's the middle of the week, actually.
Really? I don't know. But
Anyways.
okay, yeah, I watched the beach episode and I was just like sitting there a little like,
This boy, what's he doing with
yeah,
himself?
this like I was like, the hentai influences are here.
Look, I don't know. Okay, I know when we first talked about it, I was like, this anime is really stupid.
I didn't like it because the first episode it came off too mean spirited. I think it just was like okay.
So in terms of that, I'm really enjoying this anime because I know she's being mean, but I can like 100% see the development of like her actions and like her feelings towards the main character.
Yeah,
and like
it's more wholesome now because I was just so like. I was just turned off by
it was flat out mean.
Was like, yeah, I was like, oh, this is bullying.
Yeah.
Like that's like, like
Well,
I was like, okay, I'm not here for
a lot of people.
bullying.
A lot of people didn't like that. It has a lot of controversy around this anime.
Yeah, I don't know. And then it was too like, I don't know. And then like I enjoy it. It's a little bit more on the wholesome side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of just like I can roll my eyes here and there for like some of the stuff
he's
that they
like
do, but
the most beta male you've ever
Yeah,
seen in
I
your
was
life.
just like,
But he's
ooh.
like, you have like 3 girls surrounding you
yeah.
who are like addicted to you basically, and he's just like, oh no, stop. And it's like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I know, because some of the teasing's like, really, dude, really? And then I'm just like,
It's like there's no way any male. I mean, maybe there is.
well, no,
that,
it's just like it's a little unrealistic. Like,
Yeah.
really, no backbone at all. Like, come on, you
Yeah.
gotta like. I understand. Like, bullying's a thing. Like, so I was just like, I was like, I don't know. It seemed a little like, I don't know. Like, it seemed too harsh because I was like, man, that's like. And then it seemed like, oh, she's just teasing him now. Like,
Mhm.
oh, she just doesn't know how to explain her feelings towards him. So it's like, oh, I'm just gonna bully you. Like, so
Yeah.
it's a little bit nicer now. Like, like
It's cute
yeah, it is.
in the
Yeah.
weird way.
Like yeah, that's the best way to describe it. Like I just because I was just like put off by the little
Yeah.
It was like because the very first one episode, it was like, oh, you made the poor man cry,
Yeah.
and then
Threw him
you
in the
just-
water.
Yeah, like you just really like
Smashed his manga dreams, and it's like,
yeah. I was like,
girl.
I don't know, like because I was like, if the whole anime is gonna be like that,
Mhm.
I'm like, why do people enjoy it? But I understood because like. Oh, what was it like? Because I see like the manga panels like here and there,
Uh-huh.
and I'm like, oh, it seems kind of cute. But then when I was like, oh, like what the heck
What
is
happened?
this? I was like, oh, well maybe it's just like because you know how sometimes people get like the manga panels and then they write their own dialogue.
Yeah, and it's like,
and I was like, oh, maybe that or like it's like some fan whatever, like.
But actually, a
drawing.
lot of people really like this anime, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah,
Like, it has a huge fan base.
Yeah, like that's what I know because
I
like
mean, they
there's
also
so many
hate it too, but-
anime profile pics of the main girl.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay.
I was almost there. I did download a background of her, but anyways.
I don't know because like the teasing genre is not for me really. Like it pisses me off.
Like,
it's
yeah.
just, like because I've seen like too many mean spirited people tease someone, and then it's just like it pisses me off. Where it's like
okay, yeah.
it's like it's like I understand like it's like the girl likes the guy
Yeah.
or something, but I
I'm
don't.
d-
Is
yeah.
there a reverse? Is there a reverse teasing anime where the guys mean to the girl?
Okay, so that's where the controversy starts, because a lot of people are flaming this anime because they're like, oh, this girl can't be doing blah, 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 blah. And then they're like, people are saying, it's like, well, if a male was doing this, everyone would be okay with it. So I think there is,
Oh, if a man was doing it,
yeah,
or like a high school boy,
yeah, or whatever. So I'm pretty sure there has to be like,
Wait. So like if a dude was doing it, it'd be okay, like teasing her.
yeah, so like, okay, redo the healer. People are against it because of what's going on with that. But then they're like, well, if it was flipped around, a girl getting her revenge, everybody would be like, yay. So same thing with this. Usually in animes, it's the guy doing whatever, and everyone's fine with it. But now it's a girl doing it, and they're like, whoa, this is kind of mean.
Okay. So
I mean,
I don't know, man. I don't really. It's just.
I mean,
it's all whatever, man. It's
I like
anime.
drama.
It's all anime, man. It's like none of it's real, unfortunately.
I know.
But
it's always anime that has the most drama.
Yeah, I mean, I
which
really
is weird.
I really don't know, like, not that I don't have a lot of thoughts on the show, because it's just like
it's cute. The
it's
character
like
development is on point.
Light. It's like dumb, etchy, like kind of.
Yeah. Every time I try to watch it, my girlfriend shows up and it's like boobs on the screen.
And then
like
she just shakes her head.
And she's like, "You're a simp." I'm like, I mean, technically yes, but it's like it's not what it's about.
Only
okay.
for you, okay.
Yeah.
Wife's tear for my.
Yeah, but it's definitely worth the watch, and I definitely will buy a collectible toy.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's I like watching it just because it's like it's something to watch.
Yeah.
Same thing with the childhood friend wins.
That one's really good.
I was like, it's so trashy. I love it. It's just like, because it's just so.
I feel so bad for him.
Yeah. Well, I guess a little spoilers. I mean,
yeah. Should we? I don't know. We could do spoilers.
I mean, yeah. But this is a little spoiler on it. I mean, if you're not watching it, you're probably
then
not.
You're not gonna have no idea.
Like me explaining the plot is not gonna convince you to watch it. I think. No, yeah, because it's just like, oh, okay, he gets rejected, or whatever, and I'm like, oh. I was so upset. I think I already mentioned that.
Yeah.
I was like, I got trolled so hard because I was like, yes, he's choosing the girl that I wanted, and then he's like, no. It's like he gets rejected, and the whole
I hate anime.
The whole fake amnesia
Yeah.
thing. Like I was like, oh my gosh, my boy.
Wait, you want him to be with
the orange haired girl? I can't remember.
Oh, okay. So you don't want her to be with the black haired one?
I mean, I like she's cool too, but I don't know, like.
It's interesting how she changed her whole life just to be accepted by him.
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, here I am. But then she like got a boyfriend. And then he's like, actually, just kidding. I don't want you anymore. I want my best friend. And then now she's like, no. I don't know.
Yeah, that pissed me off. Well, she's not on. I wanted her to win because the orange haired one, because I can't remember her name. She has like the clover or whatever. And then I wanted her to win because I was like, oh, she's putting like an effort into like trying to be like, no, you should choose me. And I always like those characters more.
Yeah, I remember talking about
and
that.
And then so it's just like, so the other girl was just kind of like she was more distant. So I was like, oh, okay. And then I understood the backstory a little bit more, and I was like, maybe. And then when the orange haired girl said no, it's just like, oof.
Oh, I know.
I was so upset. I was like.
He was like, I was in love with you.
Like, I took the waifu sticker off. Like, get out of here. Get out of here.
This stupid.
Yeah. And then, so, especially with the whole, like, fake amnesia. I knew it was fake. I knew it. Like, it had to be fake. But I was just like,
Is it, though?
It's pissing me off.
I don't know why they did that. I hope they don't play onto that very long. That is, like, fake amnesia. Is like, come on.
I don't know. I feel like it's...
She just woke up.
I feel like it's almost the poor man's Orisuke. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like... I was like, okay, because, like, I think my, like, review of it kind of has gone down a little bit. Because, like, I think I cringe more now than, like, and I don't, like, okay.
Yeah.
I have different kinds of cringe, like, oh my gosh, that's so stupid cringe. And then there's, like, the genuine, like, ooh, I don't want to see this anymore.
Oh, okay. So
like,
it doesn't make you want to watch
like,
more of it.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, because, like, I don't know, just, like, watching the first episodes, I was like, yes, this is my stuff right here. I love this.
Interesting. Okay.
And then now I'm kind of like, then maybe the novelty's worn off. I don't know. But I enjoyed, like, Orisuke and, like, shows like that, like, the whole way, bro.
I feel like it's going too fast.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't
like
know.
the main girl that he was in love with revealed herself. She's already in love with him. And then his childhood friend loves him.
And of course they have the lolly now.
And now they have a lolly all of a sudden.
And
it's like,
you know, that's what kind of,
and it's barely like episode 4.
Like, oh, she's like the little sister archetype. I'm like, I don't like that. I'm like, bro.
Maybe we don't like this anime.
I don't know. But, like, I don't know. Like, it's kind of, like, I'm enjoying it a little less. Because, like, I mean... Like the little sister archetype character, I don't, not my thing.
Not your cup of tea.
Not my cup of tea, but
it shouldn't be anybody's cup of tea.
Yeah, well, that's another conversation. But,
here we are.
Yeah, but I was like, okay, like she seems to be like a potentially interesting character. You know, like she stirs the pot at least, where it's like, oh, you guys rejected him, I didn't.
It's like,
swoop.
swoop.
Yeah, so I respect the hustle right there, I guess, but at the same time, it's like, well, because like a few years younger than him. I'm assuming. Like I don't know. They didn't really.
Because they're both kids.
They were both kids, but like
she stayed a kid or something.
yeah, she just looks young.
Maybe she has body amnesia. I don't know what the heck that's called.
Body amnesia.
I don't know. What's it called?
I don't know. He just didn't grow.
Yeah, she just stopped.
And like okay, because I ended up reading a little bit ahead, and I read the manga because I think it's based off a light novel, but there's a manga, and I was like, I'll just read the manga, and then it's like, because it's more pictures.
Oh, okay.
And then so I play these grand strategy games, right?
And
It's like super
pictures.
like 4D dimensional chess, and then I'm just like, manga better, more pictures,
less words.
yeah. And,
oh my gosh. Like that's why I say I can't read, so I watch anime.
Yeah. And then so like there's a little bit of a difference in the manga. I'm assuming there's a lot more in the light novel that doesn't really get covered in this in the anime, because I was like I don't remember off the top of my head. Like there's a few like dialogue changes and like things that happened a little bit sooner. Like it just kind of got switched just a little bit, not enough to really impact the story, but a little bit more to be like, oh, I understand.
Okay.
And then but yeah, like I was like, okay, I read a little bit ahead in the manga, and then so maybe because I don't like reading ahead and then like watching the anime at the same time sometimes, because then I kind of like, well, technically I kind of spoil it for myself, don't I? But then I'm like, But then I was like, well, I really wanted to see what was gonna happen next, because I was pretty pissed off about the whole like I didn't know like why she said no kind of thing. Just like
it's probably gonna be another one where we're disappointed in who he picks.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
Because I think there's 1 or 2 more girls that are supposed to show up.
Is there?
In the intro?
More?
Yeah, because there's like 5 of them, like 5
That's
or 6
too many.
of them.
I can barely
Yeah, in
remember
the intro
one.
where they're all like sitting there on the grass and they're just like.
Oh yeah.
There's like
Okay,
so
see, that's too many. I don't like any of them. So.
Yeah, I mean, because it's kind of like more like now. I feel like now it's going more in the harem genre, which I don't mind.
I mean, yeah, but I didn't think that's where that anime was going to go.
Like yeah, a lot of people are saying like, oh, they're pulling like a nisekoi kind of thing, and then I'm
no,
like,
please don't. Every single rom-com, I always root for the wrong girl and never gets picked.
Yeah, I feel like well, okay, it's always the main girl that like the one who they advertise the most is the one that's gonna win.
That's so annoying. Oh yeah, I was like, no, Nisukoi, but yeah, you're right. So it's gonna be another anime where like I'm rooting for somebody else, and she just forgets that he likes her or something.
It's only trash because they didn't pick my wife.
But now, is it worthy to buy toys? No. Only Miss Nagatoro.
And then
I don't know.
I don't know. And then what else are you watching? Because that's kind of
literally all I'm watching. I mean,
yeah, because
I'm watching more like actual TV shows. Because
like I know there's like Tokyo Revenger, and I was like, maybe. It looked interesting, but I was just like, I don't know. Just I get really bad on my animes. Like I just like I watch them and I'm like, yeah.
If it doesn't capture me in like 1 or 2 episodes, I kind of just don't.
Tokyo Revengers was good though. Like I liked it. I don't know. Like sometimes I just don't pick up an anime. I'm just like, okay.
I don't know.
Even though it's like really good and I did enjoy it, I was like, I just don't pick it up.
That could also be it. It's like, well, we have to watch.
I'm just
all
like
these
lazy.
others.
I get lazy with watching my anime sometimes, dude, and I hate it.
Well, it's 30 minutes, you know. You'd
That's
rather
like
watch an
20
hour
minutes.
tutorial than.
Yeah. Well, like because 90% of my time is being consumed by like the grand strategy games.
Yeah. Well, that's the same thing with me. I'd rather play a
Curse
video
you,
game
Paradox.
than. Yeah, thanks a lot.
Still in my youth.
Unless you want to sponsor us, we love you.
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, like, just give me the DLCs for free, man. That's like enough.
I mean, that'll save you $300.
Yeah. In the long run, man.
Imagine they say, "Hey, here's all our games and all the DLC for free." Would you be pissed?
I mean, I'd be happy like that I get it for free, but I'm like, I already gave you like $500, bro.
Can I get a refund, please?
Yeah. Is it too late on Steam? Like, I got a few hundred hours like for the past few
It's
years.
only been a couple years. Can I get my refund?
Yeah.
Dang. So to kind of transition, so the anime was okay. They're all still worth watching.
Yeah, they're all still worth watching.
Okay.
I think I'm just a little upset. I think I did mention that I'm still upset that I got trolled on that.
We all did. I mean, I don't know.
I literally was screaming. I don't know how, I was like screaming at the TV. Yes.
Yeah.
No. I'm like, I can't get over that, bro. Like
I was kind of happy. I was like, yeah, this is the first anime where I like the main girl, and then boom, here I am. Here, boom, I love you, whatever. And it's like, I did love you, and it's like, boy, I'm about to slap you across the face.
Yeah, I don't know, because I don't know. The plot's kind of getting a little like, unfocused, I think, now, because I feel like
Yeah.
the whole thing at the beginning was like, ha, it's funny, and then now it's just like, oh,
Well, I mean, like
the whole like acting plot thing now, or like they're making
I
a
kind of
YouTube
forget
channel
about
or something like that, or like
Oh, that's right.
WeTube?
Yeah, not WeTube. Now they're gonna make a WeTube account, and then like the boyfriend of the girl just wanted to get his attention, and it's like, what is going on?
Yeah,
like, what
I
is
don't
his
know.
like his? I feel like his acting has nothing to do with this now.
Yeah,
But at
I
the
don't
same
know if they're
time,
gonna
it does.
actually have him act or what. I don't know. I don't really know where it's gonna go. I think the episode today's Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah, so tomorrow they're gonna come out with the
I
episode.
mean,
so
singing and dancing is acting, I guess.
yeah.
I thought he was gonna do like a skit or something.
Oh yeah, the singing and dancing was a little cringe.
Yeah, and I was like, how's this acting?
Yeah,
we're
'cause
probably
it was
gonna
just
get
like-
yelled at for this, but it's just like
It was literally just like moving
just
back
like
and forth.
exaggerated
and
hand
like,
movements. I was like, man,
I was like,
I could dance.
oh,
better
they
than
did not want to animate that, huh? I was like, oof. I was like, all right. It was like they'll animate like they'll perfectly draw like the female characters, but him they're like whatever.
Yeah,
It's like no
nobody
one's
wants to
mind
look.
a
Yeah,
figurine
nobody
of
wants.
you.
Yeah, nobody wants to look at you. I'm
Yeah.
not. Anyways, move on to our last topic
Yeah.
for a short, quick, maybe 10 minutes. Biomutant.
Biomutant, yeah, a little mini review.
I enjoy it.
First impressions, I should say. Very reminiscent of Batman. I feel like I'm playing like
Yeah,
Raccoon Cat Batman.
Raccoon Man. It's
Mhm.
a cat, by the way.
Arkham Cat.
Ooh, write that down. Anyways,
Yeah.
it's I don't know. It's
I guess that would be like the Catwoman DLC. That'd be a good name for it.
oh,
I don't know if they already did that.
they probably did.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's really. It's. I was not expecting like to. Make your character.
Okay, because how did
I
they-
wasn't expecting like choose your stats or.
Yeah, I don't know. How did you like the character creation? I thought it was a cool idea, but I don't know. I was
Vague.
kind of like moving the slider. I'm like, wait, which one's which again? And then I was like half the time like, wait,
I was
how do
just
I
going
want
in
my
circles.
character? Yeah, I was like, how
that
does
looks okay.
I was like when you're choosing like the skin pattern.
skin,
I was just
yeah.
like, which one? Which one? No, go back. Oh no, wait.
Yeah.
Is there like an in between one? Like how many are there? Am I missing
don't-
one?
yeah.
Like I was a little like, okay, dude. Like
My cat's like green and red.
it wasn't as intuitive. I made mine blue.
I was gonna do that, but I was like, now I'll go with green.
I made mine a commando, like blue looking cat
Commando.
thing.
Okay.
I like, and then
Did you choose
I
like
don't-
strength or like?
I don't know
whatever?
what race I chose. I think it was like the third one down or something like that.
Okay. Wait, there's a race.
Yeah, or not race, where it's like you have
The
like
class or whatever.
no, yeah, there are races. It's just like you have like you didn't.
Are you sure?
Yeah, where it's like okay, so it's like it's where you kind of choose like where you get your stats.
Oh,
Like you know,
okay,
like
yeah,
if you're lucky or
Okay,
whatever.
yeah, because
Like
you're doing this, but it's a circle, right? I'm pretty sure it's a circle. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can choose your race because that's what I did.
I literally just played this today. This is terrible. Anyways.
Yeah,
Are you sure you could choose a race?
yeah, I'm pretty sure you can, dude.
Because I know you.
Or
Okay.
it's like you get like you kind of change how you look. Like you're not totally
Okay, so that's what you're talking about.
not it's not character customization. It goes for your stats. It's
Okay,
it's
okay, yeah, the
it's
very
your
first one.
actual- yeah,
Okay,
it's
now
like
I
the
get you. Now I get you. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Okay. I was like, oh man.
Did we play a different game?
I got like the knockoff version or something.
You got the $29.99 board. Oh,
Yeah.
It's not a cat, it's a dog.
Yeah, it's like
I couldn't. It's very interesting, like the world.
I love the world, dude. It looks so good.
It's definitely.
It's very unique looking. I like it when games go for like a unique feel.
Mhm.
I don't know the name of the narrator. I think the narrator is awesome.
His name's David something.
Yeah, but he fit his voice. I wish I had like a buttery smooth voice
I
like
know.
that. His voice fits.
It's always
so
like-
perfect.
Yeah.
dude.
He reminds me of David Edinburgh or whatever his name is,
Hmm.
like who usually does Planet Earth or whatever. Like I love
Oh,
that guy.
okay,
I
like the
love that.
documentaries
Yeah,
and
I love
stuff
that
like
guy's voice. It's very interesting because like they have their own language and like you hear their language.
I love it, dude. I love it when in
Like what's his name? Best before? Did you get to that part when you're a kid?
yeah,
And like you get
yeah.
the
Out of
potato,
date.
whatever. Yeah, there's like out of date, the guy on the wheelchair, and then I don't know if you got there.
I
but
was laughing so hard when they showed him like in the past, and he had like the little like
Yeah.
not mullet, but like that 50s hairstyle.
Yeah.
And just
Yeah, okay, so you did get the best
Yeah.
before, and that was his name. Yeah, I like the names. The names are Muma, Popsy.
Yeah, I was like, I know what you did there.
Yeah.
That was actually like I just like hearing I like it in games when you're talking, they don't like the Animal Crossing was like
Yeah.
Like I like that, like rather than them actually talking.
Yeah.
And then I like how when the dialogue is like the narrator talking to you.
Yeah, that's okay. I was gonna say
actually
that.
enjoyed that. Like,
I do too.
That was a little bit different because typically when they just go or whatever,
that's it, right?
And then it's just like they have the dialogue there, just like for you to read, which I like that too. But I really enjoyed how it was like he was translating it for you.
Yeah,
I don't know. It just made it was just that extra step that they took that made it feel really like.
That's what I see. That's
like
why
you were in there a little bit. Like
I really
experiencing it.
I really like that because he's narrating. Like because of course we don't understand.
It feels like a storybook.
Yeah.
Like it's just like it's
and like even when you're fighting, he's like, oh, like that's a good hit or whatever, and like the comic letters pop up and everything. I'm like really digging this game. The combat is definitely
very reminiscent of
Batman. Like as soon as I saw like the squiggly lines over here, I instantly thought Spider-Man and Batman.
Yeah,
and
which
then like instantly.
I don't know.
Parry.
I feel like I don't know. Did you play on keyboard or controller?
I played with controller.
Okay, because I played on keyboard and I was like, I think I'm gonna switch to controller because I don't know. I don't like how they did the keyboard layout because it's like Alt to roll and then control. Like it's like so like you're just like you're like yeah. I was like, dude, like who made the keyboard layout? Like
it's probably made for console or
Yeah, I think I had a heavy like emphasis on console because we got it for PC.
Yeah, and
then we got the pre-order. I was gonna make the mercenary class because I know like you have to get that as DLC because it's like that samurai looking one. But I kind of want. I was gonna originally make a Rocket Raccoon character. That's why I chose Commando. And then I was like, I just kind of did my own thing. And then because I just made like because then I knew if I was gonna just stick around to do the color schemes and all that to get Rocket Raccoon to look as much as I can like the character, and I was like, you know what, like
you wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah, like let's just look. I wouldn't be able to do at least like the first impressions thing, and then so I'm like we're at the very beginning. I can already tell the combat is it needs a little polish. I understand why people were saying like it's not that great because of the combat, but I feel like they can just work on that, and then hopefully with like some updates or something.
Yeah, but see, at the same time, it's basically like the Batman combat, which everybody liked. It's square and triangle, and like you can do combos. You have to unlock them. I mean, the gunfire, I feel like you could beat the whole game with just a gun. Yeah, which is something I don't really like. Because
what class did you go for?
I chose the one that had like the samurai hat and the two swords, the dual wielding one. The very first, like
okay, so it's mercenary then. Yeah.
But I saw dual wielding and I was like, sign me up. And you can dual wield guns now too.
Yeah, I don't really know like what the mission is here, like as in like their plans for like the future, like for updating. I do think they should tweak the AI a bit because I feel like they stand around a little too much and they feel a little lifeless. For as full as life the world feels like. Okay, I think the character like the enemies, they're kind of just like there, and I feel like they take too many hits without really reacting. I know it's kind of like that kung fu where it's like, whoa, you know, you kind of like
Wong Fu,
or Wong Fu or whatever. Yeah, yeah, I was Wong, I guess.
Yeah. Oh god.
Sorry.
Anyways, that one just.
But anyway, so I'm sorry about that, and to the audience.
Yeah.
But, so.
I'd hang up after that one.
Yeah, there you go. We just any chance of us like getting recommended, we just lost.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's okay. We're almost like an hour in. No one's listening at this point.
I'm surprised at how good it is, though.
I enjoyed it. I think people are being a little harsh on it for some aspects. I understand, but like, because I think IGN gave it like a 6 out of 10. Or something like
but
that.
it's like, why?
I know, but then they'll give like a generic Call of Duty like a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, and it's like, hello.
They didn't pay IGN enough.
Well, of course not. There's only like if for people like 20 people to make this game, I applaud them.
I respect it because they took their time making the game, and there's a little jankiness to the combat. I feel like it's not as clean as I mean, but you know, it's like Rocksteady. You know what I mean? Like it's like, okay, come on now. Like, you know what I mean? Like with the Batman stuff.
Exactly.
And like Insomniac with the Spider-Man. Like it needs a little tune up, a little clean up with the combat.
They could definitely easily
make
fix
the AI a little bit more responsive. I think, you know, made them roll around a bit more. Or
are you playing on medium?
Okay.
I'm wondering if maybe that would change with like a higher difficulty.
Yeah,
but they do because even like the people with ranged weapons, they kind of just stand around and then shoot you like once.
Yeah. I felt like there was really when I was playing, I felt like there was a lot of opportunities for me to get hit, but they were just like standing there like
I mean, when they do hit you, it hurts, especially like the big dudes.
Oh
like,
yeah, I actually enjoyed how like he could grab you like and
Yeah,
just boom, and I was like,
yeah.
oh, that's cool. Like yeah, like that. But yeah, I do feel like if they work on the AI a bit, they kind of like
it would be a lot better.
yeah, like I don't know, like because we haven't played enough the game. I
Mhm.
don't know if it's half.
It could change too.
You know, like it seems like they do plan on adding things from what
Mhm.
I've heard. Like they plan on doing DLC, but I'm not sure if they're doing like. I don't think they're doing paid DLC or something. Like there's something
I
they
hope
said
not.
they were not gonna do, or like loot boxes and stuff like that. They
Mhm.
don't seem like they're gonna do that for what I heard.
I hope
Don't
not.
quote me on that. But I remember them saying like there was something that I was like, oh wow, that's good that they're not doing that. But I mean, they're not gonna go like EA's route or
Yeah.
something, But
Want the best armor? Pay $3,000.
yeah,
Done.
and so yeah, like 'cause I heard it gets a little bit of a grind, which is I'm not too fond of grinding, but if it's enjoyable enough.
Yeah, if it do it right,
I
it's fine.
really like how the world looks though, and I really like the aesthetic
Mm-hmm.
and the graphic. Okay, because I always like to separate graphics and aesthetic
Okay.
because to me, I don't think you need good graphics, but I think a good aesthetic is important.
Valheim, for example.
Yeah, so it's like because while like the original Pokemon games, like Red and Blue, and then you have like Link's like the first like
Yeah, the
few
first
Legend of Zelda
yeah.
games that are on the Game Boy,
Mhm.
and it's like you have bad graphics.
Mm-hmm.
It's just pixels on a screen. But I think their aesthetic is nice.
It fits.
I really like how they
Mhm.
look.
It doesn't detract from
Mhm.
you enjoying the game. And it's the same thing
Yeah,
with
like
Biomutant.
I think there's a Link's Awakening that I really like the aesthetic.
Mhm.
And so I feel like when we talk about graphics, I think people think too much of like, oh, is it 4K,
There's
1080?
a 4K. I gotta see the hair
And
on
yeah,
their face.
Yeah, it's like I think like they nailed the aesthetic,
Mhm.
and I think the graphics for being like you said, like a 20-man team,
Mhm.
then that's really good.
Yeah, like I don't know
But
how.
I heard that
20
they're
people
kind of
did
like industry veterans. I've heard like some of them because
Oh,
they kind of
really?
I think they left the studio or something.
this. Mhm.
Like some like I think they were saying something about they left the studio and then they formed their own, and it was some like people who were like tired of what I don't remember the game company or something, but I remember them saying something like they formed the studio because
Mhm.
they didn't like the company they were working at, and a few of the
Okay.
employees left.
Well, I
and
mean, it's like 20 people. That's.
I mean, no,
this,
yeah,
like
I
this
respect
scale,
it,
like
dude.
the scale of the game. Like I've seen the whole map, and it's like
Yeah.
holy cow.
but they're saying it's kind of barren in between.
Yeah, I was actually when I don't know how
Mhm.
far you got, where you had to like actually choose like the tribes. I don't know if you gotten that far.
I was literally at that part. Like,
Okay, that's
like,
where I
I was just joining like a tribe. or
Okay, did you
something.
choose the Jagni or the whatever?
I chose the ones that are like, oh, the code and honor stuff or whatever.
Okay,
The light one. Or
not the
whatever.
one where they want to kill everybody and
No, I don't.
take over the world. Oh, I'm surprised. Okay, so we chose the same one, the one with the M. But yeah, I did notice like on the way there's like literally no enemies.
Oh really? I had some like there's like some monsters or not monsters. What
Oh, really?
mutants? Yeah, like they're like fighting each other, and then I was like, and then at first I was looking confused, like, do I just kill everybody? Like,
Oh no, yeah. So they had that, but I just walked past them.
oh really?
Can
I
you
was
fight
like,
them?
yeah, like they're fighting, and I was just like, what? And then I was like, do I like? Is
Hmm.
there certain ones that because I was like, okay, you don't have to choose a tribe.
Yeah.
I'm like, does it matter which ones like I kill in cold blood? Like I was like, do you
They
just
don't.
like
If I don't get caught, can I kill everybody?
yeah, it's like I need the XP,
Yeah.
And then so I was
Hmm.
like, like okay, is like their reputation kind of thing or whatever, like so like I just ended up like beating them all up because they
Oh, so
attacked
you
me.
did attack all of them.
Yeah, because I just saw them like brawling, and I was like,
You wanted
I was like,
throw
oh,
a
okay.
grenade.
Yeah.
But do you like the cause are you at the part where like you do the flashback and then like you learn how to swim, you kind of figure out what happens to your mama, whatever.
I remember just like the first flashback where it's like you had to do like that kick for like the whole tree of life thing, and like you picked
Oh,
up the
okay, so
little-
you
yeah.
okay, so you haven't okay, never mind then. But
So you're a little bit ahead probably.
like literally 2 minutes, because that's
Oh.
where they introduce like the recycling system, how to craft,
Yeah.
like how to put stuff on the armor,
Uh-huh.
because like they said you can literally make any weapon you want.
Yeah, I actually okay. So what do you think of the weapon? Like how they design it? Because I like how they went with like that rust
Yeah,
like
like
style of.
it's-
I love that when they
It's a
make
piece
them
of
look
wood.
like it's like a shovel handle.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, it's literally because like when they showed the thing, I
Yeah.
made on accident a 2-handed axe, even though I dual wield, which whoops. Anyways, but it's like literally a piece of wood, and you like the handle depending.
two
on,
one hand like
Yeah,
two double handed.
hey, they do it in WoW, they could do it on here. But no,
Yeah.
so like it depending on what you choose, it changes the appearance of the weapon. I actually really enjoy that.
Mhm.
and like it doesn't look so like alien like. It's just like literally a piece of wood with like another metal on
like
it.
I really enjoyed how they made the weapons look and all that stuff. Like I'm like, okay, that's cool.
I mean, I'm pretty sure everything's gonna look better as
Yeah.
you progress and everything because you just have basic
Because I
armor.
remember in that trailer you saw that like little hand thing that was like carrying
Yeah.
you, like that little like mount and all that.
And it's
stuff.
interesting because I know like when you choose different like mutations, it changes your body. I haven't gotten to that part yet, but I'm like very interested in that because like I don't think there's ever been. I mean, because I love games where like you change your armor and it changes your appearance.
Really?
Or whatever. Like I love games like that.
I mean, I like it, but also too sometimes I'm like, oh, I like how this armor piece looks, and then like.
So yeah, and that's where transmog comes in. I hope because I thought there was gonna be something like transmog because it says you can save your outfits. But I'm not sure if that's
how in depth of it.
Yeah, like can you have the best armor but look a different way, or is it just choosing different armors? Because different armors have different stat values, different resistances, but.
What do you think of the kind of like the customization, like the mutant powers and all that stuff?
It's interesting. It's
okay. So when I pulled up the menu, I was like, "What is this, Fortnite?" Like the color, like the blue background.
Literally, yeah.
I was like, that kind of reminded me of Fortnite. Yeah. I wasn't gonna lie. I was like,
delete game, but no, it's interesting.
Loses point.
Yeah,
-1 for a UI
IGN,
looking like Fortnite.
Water is not wet. I don't know. I did like the customization and like the like the whatever it's called. It's very interesting because it looks like there's a lot to unlock.
Yeah, it seems like it's pretty in depth. Oh, did you choose light or dark?
Okay, so I thought I can go back on the choices, but you can't.
Yeah, because I was like, I chose light to see what he'd say, and then I went and chose dark, and then I was like,
okay, so I did the opposite.
Light.
I went with dark, but then I ended up going with light.
Because I was like, oh, if I make my Rocket Raccoon character, I'm just going to go with dark, and I was like, I'll go with light for this one.
But see, I like that, because now this game has consequences to the choices you make.
Yeah, it seems like, because it seems like, oh, you have different dialogue choices, and like, it seems like you're going to have multiple consequences.
Even as a kid. So, because remember, the tutorial says that as a kid, based on what you choose as a kid, that's how they're going to perceive you. And I'm like, man, so everything matters.
But it seems like, well, I feel like this story, kind of like the whole, corporation pollutes the earth or whatever, or, apocalypse. Like,
we're the problem.
It's been touched on before. I just really, I wouldn't say maybe the story itself is unique, as in like that idea has been explored before. But I do think they're taking a unique twist to it, where like, because they've done it where it's like, oh, it's like after humans are gone. And it's like, but it's like I really like it. I think it's unique enough. Like I feel like they're trying to do something different here, and I appreciate it.
But from of course we haven't beat the game or anything, but from where where we choose a faction or whatever, I really hope the game is not just like Lord of the Rings. What's the one called? Like
you just do quest chains.
Yeah, and then like you, because like they even says, oh, you have to take over like their area and then go against the main guy. And like in literally Lord of the Rings, that's all the game is. You just kill people, face the main guy, and then the story progresses. Yeah. Like if that's the whole game, I might not like it. Yeah. Because then it's just you're just killing people, and then you kill the leader, and then that's it.
Yeah. I think it was just the keyboard kind of messed me up, I think, because I was like trying to do like literally it was like left click for a shoot, right click for that, and then I had to press the middle button plus like Alt or something or E if I wanted to do like different like mutant power or whatever. And then like if I wanted to like roll, it was like Alt crit, and then I had to do like, and then
jeez, you know how like 3 arms.
I was like okay, no. So I think it kind of put me off the combat. I didn't really enjoy it. So I am gonna go back and use the controller. I do feel like the combat. Yeah, I think it needs a little bit more polishing because I was just like, I was like whoa, I was like flying everywhere, and I was like, whoa, what's going on? But
I have
overall
high hopes.
So far it seems like it has potential because we were pretty hyped. I didn't know about it until recently, until I brought it up to you, right? You didn't know about that.
Okay, so when you brought it up to me, of course I didn't know it, but when I looked it up, I was like, okay, I did hear about this game like years ago. Yeah. Because I think it was 2016, 2017. They announced it
like 4 years ago. Yeah, and then they were just like, they're like, whoa, we're going to take some time on that, which I appreciate.
I'm okay with
that. At the time. I'm going to support the game. It seems like they're trying. If it's, you know what, hopefully with a few updates they fix it. I don't think it's another Cyberpunk, but I do feel like a lot of these single-player games have been kind of like not been well received lately.
It's weird. I mean, Cyberpunk. Granted, that game sucked.
Yeah, but the last well received single player game that people actually liked, I think it was like Red Dead 2.
That's far.
I don't
You
remember.
might be right.
And then, well, I mean, like, and then I mean, like new, because like you had like Demon Souls, but that's a remaster, so I don't think.
Well,
that
I mean, like the
counts.
new Spider-Man was good.
But a lot of people were like, it's so short. Like it felt like
it's only
DLC.
like 10 hours.
So like,
that's true.
yeah. So people were like, like these single player games are kind of like lacking. Like there's not. I mean, you can't have a perfect video game, but it seems like these single player games are kind of like taking a backseat to more multiplayer. I was hoping there was some multiplayer in Biomutant, just because like so we could play to and then like stream it. But like I like single player experiences. I do like it when they add like a multiplayer. Like I feel like there can be like a fun maybe like arena battle
like
thing.
It'll be an interesting battle royale, especially if they can somehow balance like different weapons. I mean, there's no way you can, but like if you can.
No, I can see there being some sort of like multiplayer element to it, but I don't think I really want or need it necessarily. But if they did add it, I'd be like, okay, that's cool.
Like, all right.
I don't know if there's like a whole like roadmap like that. They
I mean, I haven't seen it, but
yeah,
it's true. Single player is kind of slacking. Well, I mean, this year is a big year for video games, so hopefully now this kind of kicks off.
Because I don't know what other single players are coming out.
God of War Ragnarok's this year. Horizon is this year.
Oh, the new Horizon.
The new
I haven't
one.
played the first one.
I have it for free. I don't know. Did you get it for free on PlayStation Plus?
I don't know.
You should definitely check PlayStation Plus because you can get it for free.
Is it still free?
It should. I think because it's like the PlayStation Plus like collective or whatever. I don't know if you have that or not, but
I have the PlayStation Plus thing, so yeah, I should.
Just
I don't
check.
really
You
play
can
PlayStation as much. I just do PC.
That's the sucky thing. I got a PS5, and there's only literally one game I'm playing on it. That's actually for PS5, which is Returnal. But other than that, it's just a nice decorative piece.
It's just the flex.
It's not even nice. It's just obnoxious.
Yeah.
It's like literally half my.
It's like an ugly Wi-Fi router, but
that's true. I mean, towards the end of the year and like progressing from there, a lot of good stuff is gonna be coming out. So hopefully we do have something to talk about.
Still, trash on Last of Us 2.
Yeah,
not good.
I mean, I'm good with that.
It's not good single player.
Ugh, Last
like
of Us.
there's really been, I know, like as you can tell, we're not a fan of it. But I feel like there's really nothing single playery that's been like, as like wow, you know what I mean? Like a bunch of everyone's just kind of like,
unless it's a remake, but that doesn't count.
Like multiplayer games have been pretty much like where it's at for the most part. I feel like single player is kind of like.
But I mean, multiplayer you can like add the revenue and loot boxes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You
it's like of course they're gonna keep making
your friends are like, hey, buy this game, right? With single player games, it's harder to convince another person to buy it. Versus like, hey, if you buy this game, we'll play together. And then it's like, oh, okay. But, no one's like, buy the single player game, you enjoy it on your own, and then tell me your thoughts. Like, it's like, it's a little different, I feel like.
I know, but I love single player games.
I
Because
like
most games now, I don't hold an interest very long for whatever reason.
Yeah, like I feel like this one, I'm like, I'm not gonna force myself to play, but I feel like okay, I want to sit down and play.
Oh yeah, this one I'm waiting for you to leave so I can go play it. But I mean
after this is over, yeah, get out of here.
But like most games, it's just like when the new game comes out, it's like I don't mind not playing.
You know, I think what it is just because like games are so easily accessible now. So then it's just like, what's another game? What's another game?
Yeah,
like the whole Thanos thing. What's another? Yeah, but
but I don't know. It's interesting. Actually, Monster Hunter. Anyways, sorry. I just had a random thought.
Or not Thanos. Omni-Man. What's another 17 years,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I don't know why I said Thanos. They remind me of each other. I know Thanos does do something like that. Like, what's another
something
whatever. But I know
fist.
Omni-Man's like, another 17 years. What's another 17 years? What's another game?
Oh, yeah, when he can get another kid, yeah.
Yeah, like, what's another game?
Yeah, what's another game?
Another $60?
$69, $70 now.
Yeah, dude.
That's
crazy.
Sucky part. All right.
But yeah, no, because I think, like, because I was trying to play Chrono Trigger or something. And then I was like, I wanted to pick it up, and then I kind of forgot where I was at, and I was like, which do I time travel? Like, where do I go? I forgot.
Actually, weren't we going to do an episode on, like, did we already do an episode on video games with, like, the nostalgia and, like, why we don't play games all the time now?
I don't know if I think we brought it up here and there, but that's probably something we'll do, like, because I even kind of want to do, like, retro review stuff.
Ooh,
like, little, because so I, like, a while back, I played, like, Kirby's Dream Land, the original Kirby game. Man, I love that.
Yeah.
It was kind of basic.
Wait, have you never played that one before?
I mean, like outside of playing it as a kid, no.
Oh, okay.
But like
That
to
game was.
like I outside of playing as a kid, I mean, I didn't even know what was going on. I just fell into pits. You know what I mean? I just like jumped a lot because like I bought it when the DS. Oh, not the DS Lite.
The SP.
The 3DS.
Oh, dang.
And then so I bought it on the 3DS like years ago, but I never. I mean, it's a half-hour game. And I didn't beat it because I was just like I didn't really like. I was like
Your attention span wasn't that long.
No. It's just like I was like, oh, okay, it looks kind of cool. Like, oh, it's a cool retro game.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, I didn't appreciate retro in the same way that I do now. I think it was like, oh, this is kind of basic. But I was like, now when I'm like, now when I played it, I was like, yeah, I was like, I love the soundtrack on the Kirby game, man. It's so good,
Nintendo,
dude.
you're so good to us.
Yes, and so bad.
And maybe I take that back because they're screwing over content creators. But anyways, Nintendo, I still love you. Please sponsor us.
I don't think they do that, boy.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, whatever.
They'll take us down just for saying the name.
I know. Imagine. Hey, at least we made it. First copyright strike. Anyway, sorry. Tangent.
So yeah, but I don't even remember what to say. No, oh yeah, I want to do like retro review stuff. I'd like to go over like old games and kind of like.
That'd be cool. Like stream and then do like a live review.
Yeah, like cause we can like I don't know how we would hook it up. I think we'd have to use an emulator.
That'll be easy.
Yeah.
It'll just be like 300 degrees in here like it is now. Okay.
But yeah, like, cause I would like to stream like playing retro games and like talk about it and like, wow, like that's really cool. Like, cause I don't know, man. I still like playing the old games, man. Like, there's some I love.
They're still fun, yeah.
I like seeing them because it's like I don't know. There's something about just having like the raw pixels on there, man. Like there wasn't a lot going on graphically, but I love it how we're able to make games like that, dude.
That's the interesting part. Like these old games or like games that are supposed to like new but they're old. Like you were more glued to those. And like you want to keep playing.
Yeah,
you want to keep.
I think it was just because like you got that one game, you played it or you didn't.
Yeah,
and it was just like, and then like, cause my mom would be like, okay, you half an hour, and just like try to play, like Pokemon, catch the Pokemon.
No.
And like
kids these days don't know the struggle.
I was like, okay, now you gotta do chores for 15 minutes. Okay, get this done, and then go back and play. So I think like there's more of a reward system to it. I think
a reward system.
Like real life loot box. You get to play the game.
Yeah, congrats, you won.
Yeah, you don't get a butt whooping for playing too long.
That's
doing the
that's
chores.
the penalty. All right. Oh,
yeah,
all right.
but I know I would like to go like back and play like older games again. I don't know. I've been kind of like on more of a retro binge. I love hearing like the creation of retro games and how they made it. Cause man, dude, like as I've learned programming, I've learned to appreciate it, man.
That's good.
I've learned to be like, dude, they had to do assembly. You're speaking half computer at that point, dude. You're doing like beeps and bops and boops. Like you're really like, I don't even know, dude. I looked at assembly one time and I was like,
nope.
And it was like, I thought C++ was hard, man, but that stuff. Man, make a Python programmer cry. Like it was bad. But like I was just like, wow, like it's just I don't even know. But I would love to make games like those retro style games because there's people who make modern retro games.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Like Loop
Hero well, they make the games on the actual for the old console. Like there's something like Little Magicians or something, or like there's a whole like subculture of game dev. They have like Game Boy jams and stuff. Like I'd love to participate in one of those one days. Cool. And like it's just cool because it's like they make games for Game Boys and stuff. Like you can like some people like you can even get cartridges and like load it onto it and then like whoop, and you can play it. And they actually would work on like emulators and stuff because they have the same hardware. It's just like it's like if you were like programming in the 1980s or something.
What the heck? I didn't know that.
Yeah, like that's something I would love to do. When like okay, let me learn some basic game design. Like let me put out a few of my own games and then try to learn.
That would be we should definitely record the progress.
Yeah,
of like you making video games.
Yeah, well, cause like I want to learn how to do like arcade systems and stuff like that. Cause I love that stuff, dude. I think like cause it combines my love for video games and history.
Yeah.
So it's like like it's so good. Like it's I love it. Like I like seeing all these old retro games. Like because I played some of them and even the ones that I never played. I have an appreciation for because it's like, dude, like that's crazy to me. Like we're able to like because the technology was so primitive.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like
is there like a video game California?
There's.
Oh, really?
I think. Oh well.
In California?
In California, no.
I don't think so. We have to go to like Mississippi or something.
I think they have one somewhere East Coast, I think. Man, but yeah, I would love to like kind of do like retro reviews and then like.
Well, we definitely will, and it will be on our YouTube and Past Pop Culture.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I don't really have anything else to expand upon on Biomutant though. I think that's kind of.
I want to go play it.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go back and play it. I think yeah, get out of here, guys. Stop listening.
End the episode now.
No, kidding. But yeah, I mean, so far I give it kind of like a thumbs up for the little bit that we played. I can see why people kind of complained about certain things.
Yeah, but I don't think they should harshly review it.
But yeah, I think there are
like, leave those 20 people alone.
Like I don't know, like
give it a chance.
Yeah, I think maybe a few updates. I think I don't think it needs the cyberpunk treatment, but I think have
you actually played Cyberpunk again?
I haven't played Cyberpunk since like
I uninstalled it.
Okay, so I haven't played Cyberpunk because they were having this weird game breaking bug or something that it would delete your saves, and I'm like, oh, okay, you know what? I'm done here.
I said delete. See you later, Keanu
I was like,
Reeves.
oh,
you
man.
suck.
I wanted to I do want to finish it because I did enjoy Cyberpunk, but it was just like it was too buggy to really do anything. I couldn't
enjoy it at all.
Yeah, my nice PC. I mean, I don't have the best PC in the world, but if my thing's running at like 20 frames.
Yeah, I thought my computer. I was like, does my computer suck?
Yeah, and then I was like, because mine's better than yours, just like graphics card, right? I think I don't know what your specs are, but
it's a year better.
Yeah, literally. So it's like I don't know. I was like playing this, and I'm just like. I was playing with one of my friends, and then I was like, should I be getting 10 frames? Yes. And I was like, maybe on the laptop, like, you know what I mean? But like not like, and then yeah, but
I'm surprised they didn't get. Did they get sued?
I think they were or something. I don't know, man. But that's a whole different story for another time. I think we've complained enough.
Let's end this episode, Ricky.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, thanks for listening, guys. You know, I'm Ricky. This is Fen.
See ya.
Well, we gotta still shout out some of our stuff, man.
Yeah,
You're too excited. You want to play Biomutant?
I was already trying to get my game.
You know, where's my little cat raccoon-looking thing?
I love running.
Yeah, so I did like the running with the little paws, and I'm just like, oh, that's so cute. I was like, run on fours. Yeah,
we do want to play.
Okay, but all right, yeah. Make sure to check us out if you've been listening this far. We appreciate it. Check us out on our social medias. We are at the Past Pop Culture. And so, thanks for listening wherever you are. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. If you're on Spotify, Pandora, whatever you're listening to, just, tune in.
Download, I think.
Tune in each every week on Wednesday.
Yep.
All right. Bye.
Peace.